a little bit of the business we are in, and we're so excited to be here with you. And we're gonna share tonight with Trishi. We're gonna do this presentation between we both. And yeah, so I don't know if you can hear me, you can see the screen, and I don't see you, Trishi, but I think you're here. So I've been in Australia for, I don't know, 2.5 years now. And pretty much I started this business when I was in Colombia. And I started this business because I wanted to do something different. I was tired of being in the office. I was starting to get limits in my salary, and like to have a boss to tell me what to do all the time. I can't deal with that. So when this opportunity came to my life, to be honest, I was like, whoa, this is it. And I'm so happy to share this with you, with everyone that is here. And we have a special guest tonight, Trishi. She's actually from Argentina, but she's been living in Australia for more than 20 years. And she's been in this business for more than 2 now, with a really good success, which is very good. She is a lawyer, actually, in Australia. She's been a lawyer for more than 10 years. But she is doing this business because she sees the difference between having a job and having a real income. So, Trishi, if you want to talk a little bit about your story before we start, and we keep going. ¿Me escuchas?
Hi, everybody. Can everyone hear me? Just got thumbs up. Yes. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
My name is Trishi. I hope everyone can hear me. I'll just tell you a little bit about myself. I've been in Australia for more than 20 years. I'm married and I have 2 children. My son is 22, my daughter is 17. And from a very, very young age, I wanted to be a business person, businesswoman. My husband and I decided that we were just going to be a couple, a professional couple, no children. And then, surprise, we got 2. So they are my life, and I adore my kids so much. So, but they came as a surprise, both of them, when they was least expected. I'm very lucky. I belong to this company called Nuskin Pharmanex for the last 2.5 years. I started as a client of this company. I'll tell you a little bit more about it later. But I am very, very lucky to be here. If it wasn't for this company, I probably wouldn't be alive, to be honest, to be completely honest. So my story is around the fact that the supplements, the vitamins, multivitamins and minerals, everything this company has in terms of health and well-being, I believe saved my life. So I'm very blessed to have that in my life, that I can still live a few years as a healthy person. And the development of my business in this arena has been a little bit slow, but I'm getting there. And I have really special people around me, like this team of people that are really helping me, and we're helping each other along as we go. So that's what I'd like to say so far. Back to you.
So we are gonna talk today about these 5 points. These 5 points are points that if you're gonna start a business, no matter what business it is, you need to analyze these things. Like, it's something you really need to study before you start something new, no matter what, not just this business in particular, like any business. So we're gonna talk about these 5 points. There are the trends, the products, the company or the business partner you're gonna have, and the income potential, because if it's a business, we need to get money, right? And the time, what is the momentum? And so we're gonna start with the trends. And what are the trends right now? Pretty much anti-aging and health. That's the most, for me, is the most biggest trend. And this is a difference. Like trend is something that's not gonna finish soon. Trend is something that like keeps going, right? And the anti-aging, pretty much everyone is growing old every second. So my niece, that's 5 years old now. When she is 25 or 30 years old, she's gonna start wanting the products that I have for her, right? Because she doesn't want to feel or look any older when she is like that age. So anti-aging is pretty big one. Another one is the gig economy. All the little companies that are popping, all the little businesses that are being created. Why? Because we being forced to do things different, because the economy is moving in a funny way, especially now with these times we live in. So this is very, very important. Plus the flexible working. We want to work on our own terms, right? That's what I said at the beginning. That's why I joined this business, because I like to do things my way. I don't like anyone to tell me what to do. So this is a big one. And another one is everyone wants to get the retirement soon, right? No one wants to work until like 70 years old and they get the retirement. So what if you start working now and you start getting very good income, and then you can do this retirement before. So these are the trends. So I think we are pretty good in all of them. So that's very good thing. 3G.
Thank you. Okay, I want to talk a little bit about this business. I think that if you are looking at a new business in your life, basically what I'd like to say is we are here to open the door for you. So let us open that door of opportunity where you actually become the type of person and leader that you want to be. When I looked at this business, first, like I said, I was a client, and then I decided to look into the business a little bit, because I tell you why. The person that introduced me to it, she said, "Oh, Tricia, you can have your business in more than one country." And when she said 50 countries or 50 markets, I thought, that's interesting, because if you look at the world today, we are basically connecting through the internet in 50 markets. So that is an amazing amount of countries that we can actually enter with Nuskin. We're talking about a company that has produced and created $1.3 billion back in 2009 and $2.6 billion in 2018. And success has been an absolute climbing ladder, because Nuskin has not stopped. On the contrary, we kept going up and up and up in terms of sales. So at the moment, I'll give you an example about my life, my business. One of the businesses I have is a lending company where I actually lend money to people with a low interest rate. And this lending company functions really well, but as long as I'm there, as long as I'm actually physically there, on the phone, online, getting in touch with people that may need money for this or that, for a trip overseas, or for just to pay someone else that charges them more interest or whatever. But the problem is that if I don't appear every morning or every afternoon online or contact them via the phone, then the business does not function. But if you look at 50 markets, for example, 50 countries that are out there ready for us to join people to our team, you look at markets that are already functioning, and that Nuskin is actually the connector in terms of logistics, platform, the concepts, and the advertising that they do. And we can use all of this knowledge that they have created, so we can actually progress ourselves as direct sellers. So Nuskin Enterprises also is publicly recognized, and is traded on the New York Stock Exchange. there is something about that. I can say that for a company to be in the New York Stock Exchange, it would be a company that has to go through a lot of different tests, a lot of different systems that qualify that company to actually be in the stock exchange. So if anyone is wondering, for example, if this is a pyramid company, the answer is no, because one of the prerequisites for being in the New York Stock Exchange is that the company is free from any pyramid dealings. And I thought that was very interesting because many times direct selling companies or residual companies get judged very harshly on that point. And to be honest with you, that's one of the things that really made a huge impression on me when I was looking for a business to join. So the Nuskin science, it's not it's not a science that has been adopted by other companies. For example, there are companies that make creams and anti-aging creams that are leading in the world, never as much as Nuskin, but are leaders in the world today that only have about 5 or 6 scientists. And that's quite a bit. But we don't. We have a lot more than that. We have 17 in-house scientists. They're not just any scientists. They're actually PhD, people that have studied a lot and that have created a huge amount of published papers and published knowledge that has gone out in the market, and that it's open to the public. That was another thing I loved, because if you were to ring up Nuskin now and say, look, I want to know about this product, they will give you an overview of what the product has, but they also allow you to have a look at the in-depth paperwork that has actually gone into this company and into the product. So that's always open to the public eye. And that's one of the things I really loved about Nuskin. It's also driven by innovation, which means that, okay, say for example, during the year 2020, the company will have goals to launch different products, for example, different technologies, anti-aging, and also products for well-being. And usually they come every 6 to 8 months. So we know that every year there will be 1 or 2 or 3 products or even more that will be launched by Nuskin that we can rely on, and that it will have our back when we tell other people what the product is about. There would have been a lot of papers, a lot of writing, a lot of investigation, a lot of research. So basically our company, what it does is it addresses the sources of aging. Okay, well, that's an interesting topic because many companies will claim that. But the word that stands out here is sources. And the company creates products that actually go to the source of aging. It doesn't patch it up. It doesn't create a cream that is not backed up by technology and science. It actually creates products that go right to the source or right to the cell and reprograms the cell and allows the cell to clean itself and to have a better outcome. When you look at your face and when you put the products on you, you will see that there is a science behind it, that it's not something cheap, that it's not something that will make you look worse or that will not show you progress. So when a product addresses the sources of aging, it means that you actually can rely on the development of what Nuskin has done for it as a science team. And another thing that really impressed me was the 6S process. So 6 systems that are actually or explained in the notes of Nuskin, but these are 6 quality processes that are done by independent companies. So if I could just touch on that for a minute. It means that Nuskin sits there in a platform where it's open to other companies to come and test it. So they do the quality process to allow people to have a look at the product as a whole and to check that these quality processes are met. So some of the process include selection of the ingredients. So they look at the top ingredients before it goes into a product. They source the ingredient from the best organic and the best parts of the world. The structure of the product has to do on how it's actually created. The standards of the product have to be top quality. The product has to be safe to use, and it has to have substantiation in the sense that it needs to sustain what you're actually saying that the product does. Now, this is important. It would be really interesting if Nuskin themselves did it, but it doesn't. They don't do it. The 6S quality process is done by independent companies that are basically searching to see if you are doing anything wrong, and Nuskin hasn't, so they passed the 6S quality process easily. So that is a really interesting point that I think I remember when I was researching about a company to join. I really focus on that.
There is something else that I really like, and is this. And this is being a force for good. This is 5% of what we do, but it's actually 95% of who we are. And we're here to also make a difference in the world. And with this element, this food that's called Vitamil, we feed in the kids, the children around the world. So today, we also want to invite you to donate and help us to save lives around the world. This is this is a very important part for me. Tracy and I, we both are chief ambassadors, which means we collect many donations every month. And the invitation is for you to join us in this cause and help us to finish starvation around the world. So talking about the products, Tracy talked about the science, about the company, about how they like this big company. These products are for everyone. We have different categories. We have the social selling favorites. There are products that are no more than $50 or about that money. We've got age lock, that is all the things you can use outside. And Pharmanex, that are all the things you can use for inside, all the supplements. And the idea of all the products, or what they do is to make you feel and make you feel and look younger and better. So I love them. And the invitation today is also for you to try them yourself. They're absolutely amazing. I cannot say which one is my favorite because I think I have them all and all have my favorites. So we are working with very good products, and this is an important thing because I think it's easier to recommend something you really like. It's not just selling, right? It's not just sell whatever. It's something like you really like. Once you try the products and once you start using them and once you start like saying, oh yeah, this is good, it's easy to start recommending, and that's how we start getting money too. So there are products for everyone, not just for women. There are also products for men, for kids, treatment for acne, or I don't know. We have more than 300 products, so you can choose Whatever you need, whatever you want, sure, we have it. And this is another important thing. We live in the world with these health and beauty devices. Lumi Spa, which is this one in the middle, has been one of the most selling products online lately. It's absolutely amazing. Everyone is talking about it. Everyone is using it. Everyone wants to buy it. So here we are to take an advantage of this. And talking about the advantage, Tracy is gonna tell us about this part that's so important to you.
Yeah, thank you. Well, this is about media coverage. Let me tell you something. Whenever I look at a magazine, and I buy a lot of magazines, I think more you would know, I buy magazines every week. Interested about the competitions. I always want to win furniture. I have won a few times, different pieces of furniture. I look at magazines, but I look at the products they advertised. And I always had the impression or the idea that the products would pay the magazine to actually advertise their products. The companies would pay the magazines to actually advertise their products. But it's not necessarily the case. What actually happens is when you get a media coverage article, the magazine goes to search for the most impressive product in the market, and they choose that product and actually advertise it themselves. So we don't have to even pay for any of the advertising because it's covered. And our back is protected. We have their backup. And if we were to be advertised in Vogue or magazines that are, very prestigious, it's a plus. I mean, it's just our company doesn't pay for any of these ads. So that's very interesting. I thought that was a really interesting point. Now, have a look at this. You probably remember some of these names: Uber, Airbnb, Alibaba, Amazon, and Starbucks. These are companies that hold a very high franchise concept. Well, Nuskin is actually right there as well, because we are a little bit like Amazon. We have a concept of franchise that Amazon has, except that we would join without paying any fees. We don't have any upfront fees. You can just join as a customer, or you can join as a distributor. You can build up on that platform. And one of the things we were talking about with more before was that, for example, Uber doesn't have any cars, but they're one of the biggest companies in the world. So if we were to compare ourselves with Uber, we don't have any stock. Like I may have a few little things at home to show people, but we don't have to have a shop front. We don't have to have a business set up. We don't even have to have a business name, because everything is already been done for us. So we can heavily rely on the company for all of those little nitty-gritty things that a business entails. So we are very lucky. If you have a feeling that you need to look at a business to help you in your development as a person, then I would highly recommend a business like the one we are presenting to you, because it's a business that opens doors, like I said, to other countries, to other platforms, and where you don't have to have thousands of dollars, not even that, to invest and be part of the concept straight away. So Nuskin offers different platforms on how to start your business. And that's one of the things I really loved, because it's a company that gives you choices, and you can progress at your own pace. You don't have to say, okay, here I am, I'm going to work 10 hours a day, and then there is no going back. It doesn't have to be like that. It depends. You may be happy to work 1 or 2 hours a day, And when you look at this picture here, you may be happy to share with your friends and say, look, I've just joined this company and these are the things that I can offer. I can give you, I can share the products with you. And then that means that just by sharing the product, you get to enjoy sharing it with others. They get better health, better looks, better beauty products, and then you get a commission for that. Or you can decide to build, and by building, you are basically sharing to more people and you're helping them build their business. Or you can, and then you also get more percentage from the product as an earning point. Or you can decide that you're going to lead, which means you're going to create lots of teams and all throughout the world. It all depends on how you want to use this platform. Next. So basically, I love this. I really, really love this slide. When people say, when someone says to me, look, we are connectors. We can connect you to this global network of people to help you so that you can sell, that you can progress at your own pace, that you can create your own customer base. At the moment, I'm happy with my progress, but if it hadn't been for people like the team that I'm in now, right now, talking to you, where they actually offered me, you know, they were connectors to me, because I was feeling like a little bit, I was feeling like I really needed more friends, and they were right there to help me. So you can rely on us to connect you to the programs and the platforms and all the logistics of the business, and so that you can teach it to other people that you know.
So how does it work? Do you want to talk about this? No, that's me. Okay, how does it work? How do we get paid? So you start by, like, we have a free membership. You just get your ID done, and then with that you can start buying your products with a special price, which is gonna give you also a retail a special price on the products. So once you sell it to your friends or to your customers, you're gonna start having this the difference between one and the other. That means you're gonna start earning money for the sharing, as Trishi explained before. If you're gonna start creating teams and you wanna grow your business and you wanna do more, not just like do it yourself, you wanna start like telling your friends, they also can join the opportunity, they also can sell with us, they also can join these meetings, you're gonna start earning bonuses, their weekly pay. So when you share the products, those share bonuses, you get them daily. So if you sell today a Lumi spot, today you will get the money. These other built bonuses, you get them weekly. And the most interesting one for me, for Tracy, is the last one, which is build multiple teams, which means you're gonna grow your business like everywhere, like pretty much wherever you want. And for those leading, you're gonna have this leverage, time and income, because the income is not gonna depend on just your work, it's gonna depend on the work of others. So you can be here in Australia and you can be awake now, you can be working, but tomorrow when you're sleeping, or later when you're sleeping, someone in Colombia is selling, or someone in Peru is selling, or someone in Mexico, or even in Europe, and you sleeping, you are getting money. So that's the interesting part. This lead, this commission is paid monthly. So we get commissions daily, weekly, and monthly. And there are different key milestones. So the first step is to be a brand representative, which means you're gonna do this business more seriously, right? Not just that you want to share the products and you want to be a distributor, when you're brand representative, it means you're gonna start building, getting more money because you're gonna reach more commission. The second step is to become a brand partner, which means you're gonna teach your friends and your customers and the people you like, the people you love, the people that are around you to be brand representatives. So you start building your business and they start their own business. And the third step is you become a brand director by building leadership teams. So the idea is to develop the leadership we have inside and just start leading massive teams. And this is the most interesting part. We don't have any room. So, oh, you talking about this or is it me? ¿Quieres hablar de esto?
Okay, well,
I thought it was me.
Plan, this is very rewarding. If you look, okay, we spoke about working anywhere, working anytime. It means that, like she said, you can go to sleep tonight and then Peru, Colombia, Chile, Argentina will wake up and it will help to build your business. At the moment, I've got my cousins and my aunties interested in Argentina. So at the moment in Argentina would be, what's the time now? Anyways, in the morning, they will be waking up. And so they'll be ringing up people. And for every product they share or they sell, there will be a small commission to the person who introduced them to the product, which would be me. And so the compensation plan becomes very rewarding because in the sense that it opens a wide door to have more income being generated through the people that you introduce to the business. So if you look at the first figure here on the left, when you become a representative, that's based on monthly figures. It's the blue typing of the dollars, 481, and then it builds up as you get one more person under you and number two person, number 4, and then it increases as you introduce new partners to the business. Now have a look on the far right. The monthly average that has been registered, not necessarily the actual figure, it could be higher, but they've had to work out a monthly average, $43,000. So it means that the annual average would be around $500,000. It could be more, it could be less, but that's the average they worked out in that particular year, which were the figures from 2017, yeah?
And these are American dollars, right?
That's right. It would be much higher now. But look at how many people would you have to have in your team to actually achieve that figure? Not many. I mean, I know you have to find really good ones, but if this type of idea appeals to you, let us open the door for you so that we can help you and show you and teach you how you do this so that you can get to the highest income that you can achieve. Yeah. And so
Good.
the support is based on experience. We have webs and we've got printed material and we've got a lot of learning opportunities that you learn through the system and through the internet by going into nuskin.com and you look at what's actually available to teach you the way in which you can carry out events, meetings, calls. And like I said, the teamwork is definitely there. And we're here to help you out with, especially at the moment, we have meetings on Tuesdays and Thursdays. We have meetings at, well, it's 9:30 at night here when we have the meeting on Tuesday, which is about products and a spa party. And then on Thursdays, we have this, which is a business presentation where you can bring your friends and everybody that may be interested in doing something new. Now, the next thing I wanted to share with you was about a machine that we have, which is called the Biophotonic Scanner. The Biophotonic Scanner is a very interesting machine. It's non-invasive. I have one here in my center, which I got because I personally had an experience where I had really, really poor health. I've got a cardiovascular condition. And anyways, my cardiologist said that I had to have an open heart surgery. And I went into a shock. I went into shock. And then my husband, who is a doctor, said, well, we were 9 days from having the operation. And my husband said, look, I met these people that have a biophotonic scanner that they could come and measure your antioxidant levels. So it's a test that you can have with this biophotonic scanner. It's second to none. They don't have any other biophotonic scanners available, not that I know of. It's a scanner that measures your antioxidant levels on the inside without being invasive, no needles, no blood, no nothing. So you just put your hand against the machine and it measures your antioxidants. It tells you basically how healthy you are on the inside. And at that time, my antioxidant level was very low, very, very low, in the red. See that little clock there on the picture next to the machine? I was actually on the red and I could feel really sick. I was feeling very sick. So the person that introduced me to that scanner, I don't know where she is now. They came and left. But that's what caused me to join as a client. And then here I am. A few years later, no longer as a client. I'm still alive. I'm still healthy. And we talked about the 6S product development, which was what I discussed before about the 6 systems that Nuskin has to qualify us to be second to none. Also, Nuskin has acquired other companies by buying other companies out, by paying millions of dollars, where there's been a lot of research done on how the vitamins and multiminerals are measured and how effective they can be to people. So we are very, very lucky. There is a summary here on the right side of the page, which we've talked about. We have a nutritional database. We've got 75 in-house scientists. We have acquired other companies, which has created a global opportunity for business partners and for us to benefit from these products. So I'm very, very happy about this. I can share this with you. I'm very happy that I can tell you that I can actually tell you that I'm still alive because of this company. It could have been the other way easily. So I'm inviting.
Yep. Keep going. Sorry. No. You.
Oh, thank you for inviting me today. I just wanted to say that the time is now. I remember listening to another colleague of ours, Kike, who said, look, the time is now. The time to do it is now. Why? Well, if anything, we would have a little bit of time to get organized because we may not be working as much. We have more time at home. We have a company that has been tested and tried throughout the times. It's well positioned. And also, if you are that type of person that is waiting for a team to help you, a group of people that is here to assist you in any possible way, and a company that's already set up, that's already has the trends and the income ready to go, And we as business owners could never or would never be paid higher income than what Nuskin pays. Is that right, Maud? Nuskin pays very highly. So that's why I'm here. I wouldn't be here otherwise. I've looked into the company and I'm so very happy with this. It's a game changer. It's definitely helping me out, and I'm looking forward to many more years of the opportunity of getting into these platforms with products that are second to none. Thank you.
Thanks, Tracy. This is pretty much it. We just wanted to share with you. This is actually the first time I do this in English, and it's hard to just swap because I haven't done it so many times in Spanish. So it's been like, oh, my brain is like collapsing. But I think I've done my best. And Tracy, thank you very much for everything. The invitation is to just ask to the person that invited you, like tell the person what was the part that you liked the most. And if you're gonna do this, if you're gonna join this business with us, you're more than welcome. But just remember, whatever you do, you have to do it well. Like if you're gonna do this, do it as a professional. That do it, commit yourself to the things you really want, to the dreams you want, to the things you can do, and you have all the support. This is absolutely free, so it's nothing to lose at all. The idea is to start trying the products. So think which are the products you want to start using and which ones are the products you want to share, and start thinking about that people that can join your business. What would you like to work with? Which kind of people would you like to work with? Those are the friends or the family, or I don't know, people that are going to join your business too. And so the invitation today is to just talk to the person who invited you here and welcome. Like, it's time for something new, and it's not coincidence you're here. And well, that's pretty much it. Tracy, thank you.